Hello, we are continuing with our dialogues conversations here in Naxos, Greece. We are now with the expert from Italy, from Climate Alliance Italy, with Karl-Ludwig. And we want to know more about what the great work that they are doing in Italy. And we are aware now that with the energy crisis in Europe, and especially in Italy now, there's a boom and there's a lot of coming energy cooperatives and different organizations that want to scale up the renewables, and there's a lot of discussions around it. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Yes, in fact, energy communities are a big subject in Italy. There are very many initiatives, and what is lacking is not so much the will, but then how to go about it, and there potentially local governments have a very important role as facilitator for setting the framework for bringing together the local actors. And I think that here dialogues has an important role, or can play a role, because one of our main purposes in the project is to give policy advice to people who are holding positions of decision, of responsibility in public administrations, and the feeling is that that what is not lacking is the goodwill. What is lacking is that they sometimes don't know exactly how to go about things.
Yeah, and you are directly involved with the Citizen Action Labs, the Dialogues project. This very interesting process of getting citizens together from different target groups, and they could talk and they could see how they can move forward. Can you share us a bit the experiences you had in Italy and how this was organized?
Yes, we did 2 Citizen Action Labs in Italy. They were very different among each other. The second one in Rome, which we did with the University 3 of Rome, had as participants public servants. So that's kind of the people we want to reach with dialogues, and we wanted to hear from them, get an understanding of how they see their own roles in facilitating energy citizenship, for example, by creating conditions in their cities, in their towns for energy communities. And we found that they are very willing, and that what the understanding we are getting is what needs to change is, among other things, is a professional culture from public servants that are used to administrating to public servants that start to initiate, to stimulate, to facilitate, which might be something more part of the professional culture in Anglo-Saxon countries, I don't know. But it certainly is not yet in Southern Europe or in Italy, or that was our impression we got talking to them. A lot of goodwill and a new way of identifying their own professional role. Instead, in Città di Castello, in central Italy, in Umbria, we did a Citizen Action Lab with what we call hard-to-reach groups. So we collaborated with Caritas, with the social services of the city administration, and with the Senior Citizens Association. And there we wanted to talk with and listen to persons who are fairly distant from the energy transformation, who probably won't even use that concept, who have no idea, a vague idea if anything, maybe even slightly distrustful, if not outright hostile to the energy transformation, to the extent to which they have an idea of it. And that proved to be a real challenge. First of all, to reach these hard-to-reach groups. We put a lot of work into it, and I think their dialogues can have a really productive and creative role together with other projects that have been working in that realm of how to involve those who are not already part of the choir, and how to reach out to social groups that are relatively distant from the research team that is doing the research.
No, very good, very interesting. And I understand that you are now, like, all this data knowledge, now you are possessing it, you will publish about them together with the Dialos project. So if you want to know more, follow the Dialos project, and also you can check the webpage, that's projectdialogs.eu, for more information and everything that is coming with all the countries that Dialos project is working. Thank you.